You have a mission. You have a voice. People need to know what's in here, get it out to the world so you can start reaching lives, making money, and having a big impact. There's lots of people who currently are what you used to be. Your purpose is to help them. We're going to make our first YouTube video.
Okay.
What's up, Phoenix? Day 4 of partying, you're still going strong. That's what I'm talking about. Growth Summit, right? I love it. Okay, quick exercise. I want you to put both your hands up. Both your hands all the way up, all the way up. I want you to find 3 people. You're going to give them a high 10. You're going to say, while you do the high 10, you're a leader, baby. Okay? 3 people, go. You're a leader, baby. Let's see it. Let's hear it. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. If you have watched one of my videos on YouTube, a Dean Graziosi video on YouTube, a Brendan Burchard video on YouTube, an Eric Thomas video on YouTube, I want you to stay standing. If you haven't, take a seat. All right. Take a look around the room. It's 99% of people. Okay? Now, if YouTube is a core part of your marketing strategy and you are making at least 1 video per week, then stay standing. Otherwise, take a seat. Right? And look how that changed. Now clap up these YouTubers here. Now you guys are here to learn from the best, right? Some of the best instructors alive. You got Dean, you got Brendan, right? You got Ethan, you got Eric, all the great speakers that have come on here. But learning alone isn't enough. You got to apply. You got to do. These guys standing, they're doing. You see your mentors on YouTube. You see them creating content. You see how it has an impact on their business and how it can have a reach throughout the world. You guys got to start doing the same. And if I can do anything in this 50 minutes together, I want to apply pressure to everybody sitting down to know that you have a mission, you have a voice. People need to know what's in here, get it out to the world so you can start reaching lives, making money, and having a big impact. How does that sound? Now, I believe that people are good. You guys think people are good? We're good. If we weren't good, if people weren't good, we'd all be gone by now, right? We've had the technology for however many years to blow each other up, and yet we're all still here. We're good. At the core, we're good. I did a 90-day tour earlier this year, hit 23 cities, and halfway through I stopped in Los Angeles, and I had a Suburban. We went from Toronto to San Diego and back in a giant Suburban, filled our trunk with all of our film gear, my signs, our luggage, everything. And in LA, we had an underground parking lot that was covered, private parking lot, and we woke up one day and all of our stuff was gone. All of my filming gear, my speakers, my sound system, my luggage, my wallet, everything. Thank God they left the car. But we got into the car, it's like something is missing. So what I believe, though, is that the people who stole from me in LA, I think those people are good, too. I think they're good people. I don't think they're bad people. I think they're maybe a little misguided, maybe a little desperate, maybe a little lost. Listen, I couldn't guarantee you that if I was homeless and starving on the street that I wouldn't steal an apple because I was hungry. And what I tell myself in my head and what I secretly wish for is that if those 3 people, or whoever many stole from my car, if they were to come to an event like this and get to hang out with all of you, I think they'd have a massive perspective shift. What do you think? Start changing their lives. Yeah, clap that up. Growth Summit. Okay, so people are good. We're good. We're inherently good. A lot of people are misguided, but we're good. Next, I believe that people are built to serve. You are built to serve. If you are not happy, it's because you're not serving. If you've gone through a stretch in your life, whether it's days, weeks, months, years, where you're unhappy, it's because you are not serving others. Serving hits the same part in your brain as food and sex. How many of you like food and sex? Right? Hope so. Okay, so serving hits the same part of your brain. That's what you need in your life. Now, some people are built to serve the world. Some people want to have a big impact. Some people want to change millions of lives. Is that you guys? Yes. I love it. I love you guys. Some people aren't, though. Some people are built to serve the closest people to them. My wife and I are an example where I want to have a huge impact. I have 300 million views on my YouTube channel, and I feel like I'm just getting started. I want to hit 1 billion people, right? And I see that in all of you here, too. My wife doesn't have a giant mission. She loves supporting her family, her close friends, 25 closest people to her. But we're both built to serve. Come on. Oh, who said that? Good, I love it. Come on. On my tour, I had a stop in Albuquerque, and there was a woman at the corner here. Well, after everything I said, she said, amen. I'm like, I love it. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. No, lean into it. I love the amen. I want to hear lots of come-ons today. So you're built to serve. You have a big mission, you want to help a lot of people, or you're built to serve the closest people to you. But if you are not happy, it's because you are not serving. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, now it comes down to, well, how do I serve? We want to serve, but how do we actually go off and do it? So I have a 3-step process that I want to walk you through, and then we're going to talk about how to apply it to a YouTube strategy. So I start with your who. We're going to go through who, why, and how. Those are the 3 steps. You can write it down if you want. Who, why, how. We start with the who. I believe that everybody has one core value that is more important than all the others, that you stand for something. If you don't know what your most important core value is, it's too easy to get sucked into what other people want for your life. But if you know what you stand for, you've got a rock to stand on. And if somebody's coming at you with their core values that don't align with yours, you can easily walk away because you're standing on a rock instead of quicksand. My most important core value is believe. I want people to believe with everything that I do, with every YouTube video that I make, with every speech that I give, with every employee that I'm talking to, with everybody that I meet on the street, anybody. I want people to believe more in themselves as a result of coming into contact with me. That's my mission. That's my highest core value. And I want you to feel the same way about your most important core value. Does anybody have an example? Let's just shout some out. Your most important core value. Let's just hear it. Family, soaring, strength, encouragement. Awesome. Joy, I love it. This is great. So let's take encouragement here. What's your name here? Lovely little Imani from here, Phoenix? All right, Imani from Phoenix. Thank you for sharing. I love it. So encouragement. Already, if she's around people who are not giving encouragement, she's not going to be happy. Now, nobody likes people who are discouraging, but especially for her, she's not going to be happy. So now when she's hiring a team, she's got to think about, is this person that I'm hiring somebody who will give encouragement? Because it's great that they can do the video editing, but if they discourage people, it's not going to be a fit for her. That's good? All right. We got something. I love it. Right? Whatever your most important core value, you lead with that. If she's then doing a job posting, say, I'm looking for a video editor who wants to encourage people. And some people look at that and say, that is the stupidest job ad I've ever seen in my life. Right? Great. Don't apply because you're not going to work well with her. And other people would say, what? This is insane. I'm going to work extra hard to go work for her. Leading with your core value is how you attract people to you in every aspect of your life and business. So hers is encouragement, mine is believe. Think about the people that you're having these conversations with. What do you want them to feel as a result of talking to you? If you talk to her, in her mind should be, I want this person to leave, whether it's 5 seconds with me, 25 seconds, a minute, 45 minutes, 2 days. If I'm talking to them, they need to leave feeling encouraged. People say, live an intentional life. This is how you do it. You live it through your most important core value. If she goes to I don't know if there's a lunch break or what happens after this, but if you're going to go meet somebody in the hallway and you just decide, I'm going to go and the next person I meet, and then every person I meet, I want them to feel encouraged, it changes how you approach the conversation. Now you're living with intention. Now you start spreading your mission, your message. Now here, it's a one person at a time. When we start creating content, it's the same thing. When you get up on screen and you're making content, I don't want you to just dive into, here are my 3 tips on how to XYZ. I need to feel something. There's a reason why you love Dean and Brendan and Eric, right? Ethan. Because they make you feel something first. And then you're receptive to the message. I don't want to hear your message until I feel encouraged. I'm not going to listen to your advice until I feel encouraged. And the same thing for everyone here. So when you're creating content of any kind, whether it's video, Instagram posts, any kind of content you're creating, you want to start with, how do I want people to feel? And create from that place. Because it comes out differently than if you're just giving my 3 tips on how to XYZ. Does that make sense? So that's your who. Next is your why. Who, why, how. Your why is your purpose. Your purpose comes from your pain. The thing that you struggle the most with as a human being is the thing that you want to help other people with for the rest of your life. Wherever you struggled the most as a person, not physically, emotionally, when did you feel the lowest? When did you feel invisible? When did you feel like a nobody? There's lots of people who currently are that. There's lots of people who currently are what you used to be. Your purpose is to help them for the rest of your life. Make sense? That will never get old. And listen, we're built to serve. So serving in general will make you feel amazing. Holding a door for somebody, buying a cup of coffee for the person behind you in line will always make you feel great. But finding that person who is a former version of you and helping them see that there's hope, that there's a different path, that will fill you up to a whole new level. And once you taste it, you never want to stop doing it. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of people who currently are what you used to be, and many of them will never get out of the trap that you were in. You got out. You may not be all the way out. Maybe you're still struggling with it. Maybe you're still dealing with it. That's okay, but you're better off than you were 5 years ago. Who's better than you were 5 years ago? Right? You can help the you of 5 years ago. 2019 you, going back talking to 2014 you. You could say some amazing things to help them, yes? There's a lot of people who are like 2014 you. You got to speak to them. And you can speak to them in a way that nobody else can, because you've actually gone through it. I could speak to them, and I can give empathy and understanding and support and come up with some ideas, but I haven't gone through what you went through. I haven't gone through the same things. So that's your purpose. It'll fill you up for life. Same thing with your who. Your most important core value doesn't change. When she's 95 years old, she's going to not stop caring about encouraging others. If anything, she'll just double down on it. She's going to be grandma encouragement. That's what's up. Right? Same thing for all of you. It only goes stronger with time. So who, why, how? The how is, how did you get out of it? How did you get out of it? How did you change? Maybe you came to a growth event. Maybe you got a mentor. Maybe you read a book. Maybe you watched a video. But what did you do to get out of the hole that you were in? That wasn't just some random thing that happened. That's a recipe that you can teach other people. However you got out of the hole, you can teach other people how to do the same thing, because there's a lot of people who are like who you used to be. Now, a lot of us might think, well, who am I? Who am I to go and share my message? Who am I to have this big reach? You look up to people and say, wow, look at where Dean's at, and look at where Ethan's at, and look where Brendan's at. Who am I to get out there? I see growth as this infinite staircase. We're always learning. We're always trying to get better. We're always trying to improve, right? Brendan, Dean, Ethan, they're still learning and growing too. You're never done. You don't want to be done. You want to climb forever. Does that make sense? So if they're up at step 1,000, you maybe are at step 100, and you're looking up and say, I want to get there, but I'm so far away. But you're still at step 100. There's a lot of people who are at step 2. And so how I think of it is, every time that I take another step forward, I want to reach back and pull people up with me. If you're only at step 2, you can only take people to step 1. But you come to events like this, you learn, you invest, you get better. How many people here feel like they've grown a couple steps, at least in the past 4 days? Right? Great. And I got now the voice of my mom in my ear who would always say, if you have the ability, you have the responsibility. If you can, then you must. So you must go back and help others. You must go back and contribute, especially for the people who are suffering with the thing that you suffered with. So that's the who, why, how process. When you figure that out, you're set up for a life of purpose, a life of impact, a life of meaning, a life of service. Now I'm supposed to talk about YouTube, right? So let's learn some YouTube strategies. Why YouTube, first off? I love YouTube because it is the single greatest way to get your message out. If you guys are thought leaders, you guys have a message, you want to reach people, YouTube is the single number one best place that you need to be to spread your message. Look at how many of you stood up when I talked about Brendan, Dean, myself, and Eric Thomas, right? All of you have seen the videos. Here's why YouTube's so great. One, it's the only place where your content lives forever. It lives forever. I started on YouTube in April 2009. Over 10 years ago. It was my first video. You can go back and watch it. It's super embarrassing. I'm sitting down. I got a tie. I had hair. I'm sweating. I'm trying to memorize my lines. I shared an office with my mom at the time, and she's like barking orders at me to say, no, that sucked. Do it like this. 10 years I've been on YouTube. The videos that I made 10 years ago are still getting me views now. They're still getting views. They're still getting subscribers. They're still having an impact on my email list, right? They're still generating momentum for my business. Every video you make is another brick for this amazing building that you're creating that will live forever. Every other social media platform, your content disappears. The video you make right now on YouTube, in 5 years, will still be getting your message out there, having an impact. Nobody looks back 5 days on your Instagram account. We're just not. You're not going back 2 days on your Twitter or your LinkedIn. Nobody's going through your archive of podcasts. Now, if you said, hey, Evan, I just want to build this thing up in 6 months, build my personal brand, sell it in 6 months, and move on to something else, okay, great. YouTube isn't the thing for you because it takes some time to build up, right? But if you have a lifetime mission, if you want to make a big impact, you want to reach the world with your message, YouTube is the place you need to be because it is the only place where your content lives forever. I know Brendan really likes recurring revenue. You guys like recurring revenue? Right? That's what YouTube is, guys. Recurring views, recurring impact, recurring revenue coming in. That video that you make today, 2 years is still going to get you views. So YouTube is the only place where your content lives forever. Number two, YouTube pays you to make content. It's the only place where you can earn money from them paying you advertising. Yeah, you get views on your videos, you get paid. YouTube has millions of advertisers. They have a sales team out there recruiting even more advertisers. They take 30% commission for every ad that they sell, and you get 70%. You don't have to make a single phone call to any advertiser. You don't have to have a funnel if you don't want to. YouTube will pay you. Twitter's not paying you. Podcast's not paying you. LinkedIn's not paying you. Nobody else is paying you. Now, can you make money off of Instagram and podcasts? Absolutely. But you have to do the hustle and work to do it. And you can still apply all those techniques to YouTube as well. You can get people from your YouTube video into a funnel, into an email, into a course, into a live event, of course. And YouTube will pay you for making great content. You guys want to make money? Yeah. Right? And because your content lives forever, you're making money forever. That's recurring. Getting some wows. I like it. And then the third reason to be on YouTube is the analytics platform is insane. I love making data-driven decisions. This is how Brendan and I love connection because he loves geeking out over data. I do too. YouTube will tell you how your video is doing. And I'll stick around afterwards if you guys want to dive deep on nerd data stuff. But there's this curve called the audience retention curve. And what it does is show you where people are leaving your video. So at the beginning, everybody's watching your video. You got 100% audience retention, right? Everybody's watching. And then 10 seconds in, maybe you're down to 95%. And then 20 seconds in, maybe you're down to 92%. People just slowly leave your video. That's how it works. But then every now and then you'll see this sharp drop. Instead of dropping 1 or 2%, now you drop 20%. You can watch the video back and say, what happened in this moment? And then you fix it for the next time. Right? If a post doesn't work on Instagram, is it the tags? Is it the caption? Is it the story? Is it the imagery? Is it the color? YouTube gives you the data to know where you're screwing up. And with that feedback, you can make it better. Your audience retention curve, right? People are leaving. You see that that part sucks. Let's change our video. But then you'll have something magical happen. You'll have this point in your curve that's just flat. That is that you have maybe 70% of your audience, and then they're still there 70%. And then 10 seconds later, still 70%. 10 seconds later, still 70%. You're not dropping people. Whatever you're seeing there is fire. Whatever happened in that moment is amazing. And then every now and then you get something really special where it goes up. You got 71, 72, 73. How's that happening? People are rewinding your video to watch that part again. Right? And this is all free within YouTube Analytics. It tells you where you suck, where you've lost 20% of your audience, and it tells you where you're crushing it. Right? Do more of what you're awesome at, right? And less of what sucked. But then the magical thing is, that maybe 45-second or 1-minute clip that was awesome and people rewound to see again, that's what you then cut for your Instagram video, for your LinkedIn video, for your Twitter video. Dang. All right. Yeah, you like that strategy? All right, good. Yeah. So you don't have to guess what was the best part. The data will tell you. YouTube is the home. YouTube is where all your content lives, the long-form content. That's where you put it. And then you break it up for all the other social media platforms. Now, why don't we start? Why are you guys not on YouTube? What's the problem? What are you telling yourself? Got no help? I'm not ready? First video sucked? Don't know what content to put? Great. So let's attack some of these. First video sucked. Great. I think you're supposed to suck at the start. Why do you think that the first time you're going to do anything, you're going to be amazing at? Right? Anything. Can I just give you a pair of hockey skates and you're going to go and crush it? No. Right? As kids, we try a whole bunch of stuff, fail, and just get up and keep going. But for some reason, as an adult, you think that you've never done this thing before, you're just going to be amazing. Right? Expect to suck at the start of anything. It doesn't mean you suck as a human. It just means you don't have the skill set yet. How do you get the skill set? You practice. You get up and do it again. I think that if your first video is amazing, then you actually suck. Because you should have started 5 years ago. Right? Right? That's what I'm talking about. Start. Who said no gear? Somebody said no gear. We had no gear. Where's my guy, Derek? Where's Derek? Derek in the house? At the back there, Derek. Give it up for Derek quickly. I'm going to tell a story about Derek. Derek's at the back. So Derek's in real estate. It's the close of the show last night. I'm walking through the hallway. Everybody's gone. And there's this guy. I didn't know him before yesterday. And there's all these guys like huddled around him. It's like, oh man, what's going on here? And Derek is dropping some real estate strategies on them. Talking real estate, wholesaling, stuff outside my level of knowledge. And everybody else is like, they're taking notes and he's going, right? So I said, hey, Derek, do you have a YouTube channel? He's like, kind of want to start one. What's the problem? Well, I don't know how to do the fancy graphics. I don't know how to make it look pretty. Like, dude, people are not watching your stuff for fancy graphics. Look at these guys here all taking notes. It's because you got this. They want what's in your head. They want the love that you're giving out. These guys are a captivated audience here taking notes from what you're saying. You got to do that in video format. So he said, thank you for calling me on my BS. Right? Yeah, I mean, that's part of what it is to be here. A lot of the people around us have lower standards than you, right? At home. So they'll hold you to their low standards. They'll let you off the hook. Don't make a video. Don't worry about it. You already had a crazy week at Growth Summit, Just take it easy, relax, chill, right? So he said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a video. Awesome, dude. When are you going to start? I had this whole day of go home and make a video. He's like, you're right. And he just left the conversation, left those 4 guys hanging. I apologize for taking your mentor out of the equation. And Derek went home, and he recorded the video. Give it up. Now, can we get Derek a mic? Do we have a runner who has a mic? Yeah, there. Just look behind you, Derek. What time did you get home, Derek?
7 o'clock.
And you then said, okay, I've had a day of learning. Now I got to make a video. How long did you sit in front of the camera and make a video?
Till 11. I shot it like 50 times.
Right? Give it up for Derek. And what? He's in his kitchen? You're in your kitchen?
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen of the condo I rented.
Pressed record, and he published it. And this morning, he came and found me. He's like, Evan. I did it, dude. I posted. I'm like, dude, I'm so pumped. Because if you didn't, I would have called you out on stage in front of everybody and say, let's go. Give it up for Derek. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. What's the question? You want to know Derek's channel? What's Derek's name? What's your channel, Derek? Can we get the mic back to Derek? Free promotion.
Hey, I appreciate this. It's my first and last name, so if you want to write it out and spell it, it's D-E-R-R-I-C-K. D-E-R-R-I-C-K.
I-C-K, yeah.
Serbin, S-E-R-B, as in baller. I-N, as in Nancy. Derek Serbin.
Nice. Thank you, Derek. This is the process, guys. This is why you're here. Going home with a list of tons of ideas that you're going to work on doesn't count. You have to do it and expect to suck. Okay. Here's why. So it's tying your self-esteem, your self-respect, your self-confidence to the effort instead of the results. The problem was he didn't want to post a video and have people say, well, you got no followers, you got no views, this guy's not legit. And as long as you're basing your opinions, your life, based off of what other people think of you, you lose. If you are tying your self-respect to winning, to getting the result, the problem is you only do things that you know you're going to get a result at. Therefore, you play small for the rest of your life. When you tie your self-respect to trying your best every single day, most days you'll wake up and fail and suck and lose. But net, you're going to win way harder than everybody else around you. So even if he got up and made his video, and he stayed up until 1 in the morning making videos, and all he did was vomit in front of the phone, I'm clapping that up. I'm pumped. Like, you tried. Because tomorrow you do it again, you'll vomit a little bit less. And then the next day, maybe just a little in your mouth. And then the next day you start crushing it. Like, that's the process. Expect to suck at the beginning. Who has wanted to make a YouTube video for more than 1 year? Wow. Wow. Okay. More than 2 years? Wow. Okay. Can we bring Miss Encouragement up on stage? Yeah? Can you bring your I want to make a selfie together. Can you bring your phone? Can we get a microphone, guys? Sorry. Appreciate you. Let's take a quick selfie. Let's make a quick selfie. Come on up. Come on up. You good? Not today, Satan, says the shirt. Look at that. Give it up. Give it up. Okay, let's do a selfie. We'll do a selfie this way. So like flip it here, because we're going to have some crazy people behind us who are going to be going nuts. Okay, here, I'll do it. I got long arms. I got long arms. Okay, ready? Okay, guys, go wild behind us. Come on, what are we doing here? There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's go quickly. So encouragement is your one word. Do you want people to feel encouraged after spending time?
Do I record this? No.
Just took a picture. We're good. We're good. She's enthusiastic. I love it. So who, why, how? Your why. What's the most painful moment of your life?
My mother leaving me when I was 5.
And how did that make you feel?
I didn't notice it until I was about 13, because I had a great dad.
How
So I didn't know that everybody had 2 parents until I was about 13.
Yeah.
That puberty time.
And how does encouragement fit in?
When I was 13, I looked myself in the mirror, crying and upset, and I said, if you're ever a mother, you're never gonna, leave your children. I'm getting a little emotional, but that's what I said to myself.
Emotional is good.
Uh-huh.
Emotional is great. And how did you get out of it?
I'm that kind of person that swims against the flow of the fish. I've just been that way all my life.
What started that? Because a lot of people in that situation would live now feeling, this is it. My dad left. I got no encouragement. My mom died, right? Was it your mom? Your mom passed?
No, she left.
Your mom left.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So a lot of people wouldn't recover from that.
Mm-hmm. So, when I had children, when I did have children, I did, eventually get divorced, and I decided to just be the best mom that I could be.
What started that path, though? What started the path? Yeah, clap it up. Great. What started the path? Most people don't swim against the flow.
Mm-hmm. I think I was just born that way, though. That's just an innate ability. I don't know. I always, an old lady told me when I was about 12 that if you want to succeed in life, just do the opposite of what most people are doing.
Great. I love it. Now it's your turn to be that old lady for the world.
Yeah, yesterday when Dean was talking about the KBB,
yeah.
That really, it made my life 2020 because I was getting clarification since I've been here, but that's what I want to do. I want to teach other people how to parent.
And how long you want it? Yeah, yeah. How long have you wanted to have your channel?
For about 5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
5 years.
But I don't really know anything about the YouTube flow. I'm learning a lot since you've been teaching us.
You didn't know anything about anything before. How do you learn? You didn't know how to drive. You didn't know how to use a cell phone. You learned by picking it up and doing it.
Okay.
Right?
I just want you to know I got my 2 boys here today with me, too.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're going to make our first YouTube video.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
All right.
I'll be your camera guy.
Okay.
Evan Carmichael, the camera guy.
Oh, my God.
And here's what's going to happen. You got a great audience.
Woo! Oh, my God.
Right?
Not today, Satan. Not today.
We got people dancing in the aisles. This is great. Got a standing ovation. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I want you to come in here. Don't fall. Yeah, there you go. Turn around. Okay, because we need these guys in the background, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I want you to close your eyes quickly. Just close your eyes. Now, just try to think about you being 13. Think about the pain that you were going through. Think about the suffering that you were having. Recognize that there's a lot of 13-year-old kids who are facing that same thing right now. And they need that woman to come out and tell them what they should do. And show them that there's hope and give them encouragement. And when you're ready, open your eyes and talk.
Hello, people. I'm at the Growth Summit, and I've been growing, and what I have learned is I can teach you how to parent. I was hurt. My mother left me when I was 5 years old, and I grew up and not realizing that I know that I never want to be a parent that leaves their children. So I became a single parent about 15, 16 years ago, and I can show you how to parent. I bring my children to everything I go to, any event I go to, I bring my children, even if it costs me a lot of overtime to do it. And I go to work and I flow and I save up and I take my children with me. I encourage my children. My daughter just got her doctorate in pharmacy just last May. And if I could tell you a little secret, don't tell her I told you, she's still a virgin by choice. And I just put my all in it. And if you want to learn how to parent, you can just watch me. I'm gonna get videos once a week, and you can come in and you can learn, and we can make a community of parenting. So, come on.
Hey, give it up to her!
If I can do it, you can do it. So let's get together.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Take your phone. Give the mic back. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, she's getting love. They're doing jumping hugs here. You better post that. You can post it right now. She'll have to figure it out, but yeah. She's giving it to her son to do. I love it. I love it. That's the process. She just made more progress here in 4 minutes than in the past 5 years of thinking about it. And that's what I want for all of you as well. Whether it's YouTube or any of the other ideas that you have in your notebook, you got to do something today. Today. I like the attitude. I have a thing called the pillow test. What's that? What's her name? What's your channel name going to be?
My name is Imani Gibbs. I-M-A-N as in Nancy, I. Gibbs, G-I-V as in victory, E-S as in success.
Imani Gibbs. I love it. I think you might get a few subscribers. So the pillow test. I have a rule that when I learn something, I want to take immediate action. Immediate action, even if it's just one small little step. The pillow test is before you put your head on the pillow tonight, you got to ask yourself, am I proud of the effort today that I put out? And if every day you're going to bed saying, yeah, I'm proud of my effort, then you go and celebrate that and have a great night's sleep. And if not, then get out of bed and go do something. So we've got a couple minutes left. I want to take maybe 1 or 2 questions. If you have, well, she's just standing up. Okay, what do you got?
I have done videos since August 1st.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Facebook Live. Should I just switch to YouTube? Because my goal, I'm 58 years old, and my goal is I'm doing videos till I turn 59 in 2020. So just switch to a YouTube channel.
Facebook is the worst for organic reach.
Okay.
The worst.
Okay.
If you're advertising, it's the best.
Okay.
If you have an ad product, Facebook is number 1.
All right.
Organic reach is the worst.
So,
is 0.
So go to YouTube because I want to build a habit of creating content every single day.
Great.
So go to YouTube.
Yep. Make a
every
video
single
today.
day.
Yep.
Starting today.
What's that?
Starting
today. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell
Yeah.
my Facebook people, you all need to go to YouTube now.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Anthony from Iowa. Usually in YouTube videos, there's a little thing on the side with creative content and taking other people's videos and inserting some inside your own. Mm-hmm. How much creative content can we take some other people to kind of build up our channels that are just not us in the video? You know, you hear somebody's music.
It depends on the source.
Right.
Depends on the source. So if you're using other people's content, depends on the source. Guys like Brendan, Dean, a lot of these guys, they want to spread their message. They're backstage saying, hey, how do we get you more content to help us spread our message? Other people might say no. So it depends on who you're pulling from. It's not a necessarily just like if you keep it under a minute. If it's super short, like 5 seconds or under, then you're usually pretty good. But if it's something longer, it really depends on the source, making those partnerships. This guy is jumping up, so we gotta, he's got the energy.
I've been waiting to talk to you, man. Like, if you have multiple talents, right? Because the 3 questions, right? If you have multiple talents and you have different kind of things that you want to reach out, would you make separate YouTube channels? And second part of the question is, if you already have a YouTube channel that reaches a certain demographic of people, but you're going to do something completely different, should you start something new or get rid of the old videos?
I hear it. Your who is missing. You can have different kinds of content as long as the who is similar. If she's teaching encouragement, she could show me this video we just made. She could show me her parenting with her son. She could show me her going to a basketball game. She could show me something all over the place, as long as I feel encouragement. Your thread line is your most important core value. What's your who? What's your one word? What do you got, my guy? Energy.
Rejects, outcasts.
Positive. What do you want to create?
What do I want to create?
What do you want people to feel? When they're around you, what do you want them to feel? They had 18 seconds with you, they're going to leave feeling what?
That they can do anything.
Great. You guys want some of that? You can feel like you can do anything? That's what I need in your content. It could be anything. It could be you speaking. It could be you making your breakfast. It could be you kite surfing. As long as I come out of that video feeling like I can do everything. That's what's missing. If you don't, then it's just a breakfast channel and a kite surfing channel, and it feels like it's all over the place.
So how do you title that?
That's it, dude. With that, they can do anything. You have to tell me that I can do anything. I gotta watch your videos and feel like watching you eating your breakfast makes me want to go bungee jumping.
Thank you.
That's it. Right? Guys, my clock is at 000. I'm out of time. I will stick around all day until you guys don't have any more questions. But I've appreciated the love. Thank you so much, Phoenix. If you have a podcast or interview show and want me to be a guest on it, I have 2 options for you. There's a link right there next to me. Go click it, and I look forward to being a guest on your show.